Local butcher shop Huntington Meats is launching a pajama drive for needy children this holiday season.
KTLA 5's Gail Anderson is live in LA's Fairfax district with details on how you can donate. Gail, good morning to you.
Good morning to you both. Yes, we are at Huntington Meats here at the original farmers market, known as having the best meats, period. Here, let us show you in greater detail to whet your appetite this morning. Take a look at this footage of what they call the canvas. Jim Gascon, who is the proprietor here, calls this the canvas of what they do. Everything looks fabulous and delicious, and people will have an opportunity to perhaps have some of this.
Definitely, with your not purchase, but if you come in and donate pajamas, you get a pound either of ground beef or Italian sausage, hot or sweet. If you go to our poultry shop,
yes,
you'll get a dozen eggs.
Why do this, Jim?
I kind of have a passion for helping these children, and there's a lot of children in Union Mission that really need the help. And that's what I'm pleading for you, to donate pajamas, and I give back. It isn't just for me to promote myself, it's to help these children, and I really mean that. And I want to show that by giving back to the customer.
Kitty Davis Walker of Union Rescue Mission, what age group? I see some pajamas I like to try on. What age group are you looking for?
The ones with the little feet in, and yeah, from 0 to 18. 0 to 18. We need, we coming out of the womb to age 18.
And I don't think we think about this time of year. I find it interesting because we're not talking about toys.
Right. We're not talking about toys. We're talking about something that kids can warm up in. I think about when I was growing up and my mom would put us in pajamas with the feet in. And because people are staying in a shelter and not their own home, they need something warm to cuddle up in. And the nights are getting a bit cooler as well. So.
And it's something we take for granted, isn't it?
Definitely. You also have to remember some of these children are still on the streets.
Oh.
They're not only they're in those cars. Yeah. They're in the shelters.
Yeah.
We need help.
Yeah.
And we're doing this because Jim Gascon he's very modest, yes. A very modest gentleman, a very modest businessman. Take a look at this. We talked about his back to school supply drive in September. Here are the cases. How many cases of school supplies did you get doing this?
A whole 26 cases, and it was beautiful, and we thank you very much. Yeah. From the Mission and Huntington Meats. You donated wonderfully. Thank you, and I hope you can do the same. We're trying to get 500 pajamas.
Ooh.
There's 500 children that are in the mission, so please help us.
All right, here's how you can do that. There's the information on your screen. This is going on the entire month of November, so you have a time to do a little shopping. I love the socks on those. And there are all kinds of choices available to you for youngsters from the womb to 18 years of age. Again, Huntington Meats, the best meats, period, for their Holiday Kids Pajama Drive. Ooh, I like that. Hot Wheels. Back to you in the studio. Ooh, nice with the socks. Huntington Meats, the best meats, period, here at the original farmers market, wants you to think about donating not just toys, pajamas. Why? Because Huntington Meats is having a holiday pajama drive for youngsters. If you donate an unwrapped new pajama, you will get a free pound of ground beef or homemade sausage or a dozen eggs. How does this work? We'll find out from both Jim Gascon and Kitty Davis Walker of the Union Rescue Mission. Details when we come back.
Local butcher shop Huntington Meats is launching a pajama drive for needy children this holiday season.
KTLA's Gail Anderson live in LA's Fairfax district with details on how you can donate. And Gail, this is really an example of how every business, every person can make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is, Frank and Jessica, this is why we decided to stop by here, because yes, we can all make a difference individually and commercially. Huntington Meats, the best meats, period. They're famous for that and a whole lot more. Jim Gascon, let me show you his canvas, what he calls the canvas. Take a look at this. This is what they're famous for. All kinds of meat, all kinds of cuts, not just for individuals, but for commercial businesses as well. And Jim decided 4 years ago that instead of donating and collecting toys, you decided that pajamas were more important. How come?
We need to keep the kids warm, and we went to go cook at the mission, and we saw these beautiful children that need help. And it was towards the winter time, and they need to keep warm. And pajamas is something very kind of warm and special.
And something most of us take for granted. We figure,
Definitely.
somebody's got pajamas, but we don't think about the youngsters. For example, the youngsters at the Union Rescue Mission. Kitty Davis Walker,
Yes.
you have some samples of the kinds of items being donated, because what age group are you looking for?
We're looking for 0 to 18, and yeah, they come.
Is that Dodger Blue?
Oh,
Wait a minute.
It is, yeah. Got a little bit of Dodger Blue over here. Go Dodgers, absolutely. And just like Jim said, he said, one person can't do everything, but we can all do something. And he does things back to back. So this one puts other folks to shame, actually, by collecting back to school items for our kids, and now pajamas to keep them warm. And so everyone can just help one.
And you realize how important it is and how heartwarming it is when you see images such as this. Look at this toddler in a set of donated pajamas. Look at that face.
Absolutely amazing. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of Jim, Huntington Meats, our CEO, Mark Hood, and the entire Union Rescue Mission family. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of our kids during the holidays.
And he goes beyond that. He's passionate about that. He's a businessman, so they're numbers.
There's
What
numbers.
what numbers are in your head about this right now?
Well, we have 500 children in 3 facilities in the rescue mission, and we really need those donations. I want to fill that goal and put kids in pajamas, 500 of them. And if you can help us, we really appreciate it. Just come on down to Huntington Meats at the original farmers market, or else do it by Amazon, or do it by your particular store that you would like to donate.
And I see produce here that they will get if they donate.
Yes, it's just not a please give me. I'll give you back a pound of ground beef or a pound of Italian sausage, hot or sweet. And if you stop off at our poultry shop, we're going to be able to give you a dozen eggs.
Wow. All right. You said 500. Here we go. Here's the information we're going to put on the screen. For more detail, huntingtonmeats.com will tell you how this works and how you can help him do something different for the holidays. Instead of toys, pajamas.
We want to warm those kids up and warm their hearts.
Back to you in the studio.
Gail, I have a question, though.
Happy
He said we can
holidays.
donate through Amazon. How would we do that?
Jessica wants to know how they can donate. You mentioned Amazon. How can they do that? How can folks do that?
I imagine mail it to 6333 West 3rd Street, Suite 350, Los Angeles, California.
The delivery address. Okay.
Got it.
90036, and that comes right to Huntington Meats, and then the mission comes and picks up everything for us. And we're very grateful if you can, and the people that already donated, we really appreciate your contributions.
And we have that address on our webpage as well if you want to use Amazon to make your donation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting us visit. Thank you for asking, Jessica. Pajamas.
Appreciate it.
Back
Thank
to
you,
you in the
guys.
studio. And that meat and sausage.
Wonderful. All right. Local butcher shop, Huntington Meats, is launching a pajama drive for children who need pajamas this holiday season.
KTLA's Gail Anderson live in LA's Fairfax district with details on how you can donate. Gail, good morning.
Good morning to you both. Yes, Huntington Meats, famous for having and making available the best meats, period, here at the original farmers market. You could just stand here in front of the display case and see all kinds of goodies. Quality is the key here. Isn't that right, Jim Cascone?
Quality is our background.
And you have an array. I see sausages, I see ground beef, I see chops.
Tomahawk steaks, Japanese Wagyu beef, Colorado lamb.
Colorado lamb, look at that. And the ground beef is extraordinary. And people should know that they can taste your ground beef as well as the homemade sausage if they do something special for you, as we see on this table here. Clothing?
Just bring in your pajamas and we'll be able to give you a pound of Italian sausage, hot or sweet, a pound of ground beef if you prefer, and a dozen eggs if you go to our poultry shop, Farmers Market Poultry.
And here you have some of the donation samples of the kinds of pajamas that will benefit the Union Rescue Mission. They're looking for pajamas for infants up to the age of 18.
Our goal is 500 children that are in the mission, and we'd like to give them pajamas for Christmas. We need to keep these children warm.
Not toys, huh?
Not toys. I think it's more of a necessity. If you can come into Huntington Meats and drop off a pajama, we'll be able to give you the sausages or ground beef or eggs. But otherwise, try Amazon, and you can ship them to Huntington Meats, 6333 West 3rd Street, Suite 350, Los Angeles, California, 90036.
I'm wondering why Union Rescue Mission? What happened there that you know about that made you decide you wanted to do this?
It was kind of touching when I saw all these children in the mission. We did a cooking for the homeless, and now we're trying to do the pajama drive. It's sad just to see the children that are homeless. That's not even including the children on the streets and the children that are in cars. We really need to help these children. They're telling me that there's 500 children, and that would be my goal.
All right, well, let's see if we can help you with that goal. Here's the information about the Holiday Kids Pajama Drive. It's quite simple. As Jim mentioned, you can go to Amazon.com and do it. Or when you go to HuntingtonMeats.com, the information and the details are there about how you can participate. This will be going on for quite a while through the month of November?
Month of November, beginning of December, and we're welcoming whatever you can do for us, please. It's kind of a necessity. I don't think people realize about homelessness.
Well, you're going to make them aware of how important it is to take care of the children who are homeless.
Definitely. They don't have a choice to be rich or poor. Homelessness is 365 days a year. It doesn't stop.
Right. Huntington Meats, the best meats, period, and now the best place to donate pajamas for homeless youngsters this holiday season. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Back to you in the studio.
Wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Gail, thank you so much.